You see that massive chimney behind me? On the way back from this little ride, I'm going to pull up and tell you a story about that, so stick around to the end because you will not believe it. Every time I ride past here, it sends shivers down my spine, but I'm going to tell you a story about that chimney at the end, so stick around. I am so thankful for the invention of heated clothing. Good morning, Mr. Squirrel. Yes, sadly it's time to put away the summer season clothes. Jeans are away, mesh jackets away. But it's good. You make that full transition back into winter stuff. Get your decent boots out, your decent suits, decent clothes, and your heated garments. It really is a game changer for winter riding. It's like you're riding around with your own central heating on, and I like to be warm. I'm the kind of person that prefers to have the house red hot and walk around in my pants than have it cold and walk around in a jumper and dressing gown and all that. We've got a log burning stove, and that's been on solid for about 4 days now. Through the night, through the day, through the night, through the day. Drop a load of coal on it at night, keeps absolutely red hot till morning, and simply open the taps, drop a piece of wood on it, bang, straight back in again. I love it. My absolute favourite thing in our house. And yeah, it's just like when you're riding in cold temperatures. I've got a heated jacket on, heated gloves on, and I do also own some heated socks, but I've not got them on. Save them for when it gets really cold. If you've not yet tried them, I genuinely suggest you do. There's links in the description down below to Keis, which is the clothing I'm wearing. It really is top-notch stuff. I have the G701S gloves, S for shorty, because I don't like the big gauntlet style gloves. And these are perfect. Fully waterproof too. And I've got the Ultra Flex jacket on at the moment. My neck's warm, my arms are warm down to my wrist. My body's warm all the way down to my waist. What body you want? All the cabling's all internal. So you put your jacket on, you open a couple of little zips right here on each arm, and behind that zip is a little cable for your gloves. So you just open the zip, pop the cable out, connect it into your gloves, bang, and then one cable down here for your bike, to connect to the bike. Is it a faff? No, not really. Bit of an adjustment curve, I suppose, when you first get used to it, but knowing that you've got that comfort whilst you're out counts for a lot. And the cable in the lead that goes to the bike, whether you wire it direct to the battery for a permanent fix or just to your auxiliary socket, you've got a fuse within the line, and depending on what garments you wear, and you get this in the paperwork with it, and all a load of fuses, you add up the amps needed for each garment, add it all together, and then use the fuse one up from everything you need once you've added it all together. And I've just plugged it into my auxiliary port on the V-Strom. I've not bothered wiring it properly into it because it's not my bike and it'll be going back at some point. Put the gloves on, put everything on. Oh yes, toasty, bang. Why have it gone off? And I just pulled up at the side of the road there and realised that the auxiliary socket only had a 5 amp fuse in it. I needed 9, I think. For the jacket and the gloves it's 9 or 8. So I've just popped out the one that's popped and put in a 10 amp fuse. Couple of dates for your diary. This month, the 26th, which is a Sunday, I'm holding or running a group ride, big group ride. Last one before Christmas. Everybody welcome. We're meeting at MyMoto in Claycross. Channel sponsors. The address is down below and also on screen now. We're meeting there at 9:30 on that morning, and they very kindly offered to knock up free breakfast for us. Free, gratis, de nada. So we've got free bacon sandwiches and we've got teas and coffees. Thank you very much to Teresa for offering to do that for us. Thank you very much, Teresa. So yeah, we're going to meet on the morning, 9:30, have some breakfast, and then we'll go for a ride. No idea where we're going to go yet, but don't you worry about it. Leave it to me. And we'll enjoy a day out on the bikes, weather permitting. And the other date is Saturday the 16th of December, and that is our annual Wildbad Christmas party, but this time it's going to be different. Some of you will have seen my recent video where I kind of stumbled on the idea towards the end of it, and after putting out a post and asking and seeing what the general consensus was, I've decided to do it. So we are hiring out my absolute favourite curry house, not too far from Derby, in between Derby and Belper, a place called Duffield. So basically we've hired their function room. It can seat up to 100 people, and they're going to do us a full banquet for £30 a head. Should be more than that, but as I'm a very good customer, first name terms, I go there probably a little bit too often. It's my absolute favourite curry house. I've never been to a nicer one yet, and it's ours for the evening. So again, address down below. There's hotels, loads of hotels in and around Duffield and Belper and Derby, so there's no shortage of places to stay. There'll be plenty to be served in Viceroy. Morning, pal.
You've got that cold. You come out and you're all right, and you hit the cold.
Yeah.
What's the temperature this morning?
About 6 at the moment. It's nice you can see the surroundings this morning.
It is nice, actually, yeah.
Lovely. Lovely pad. He's even made his bed look. That's better. Right, pal, I'll see you soon. Well, that was lovely to meet up with Pete just for a quick run out and a little treat. A breakfast for me now is a treat. I don't have them anymore with my new OMAD regime. But I'm quite strict to it. Oh, very strict to it. But you know, having that one cooked breakfast, not even every week, it's only when I'll agree to meet someone or just once in a blue moon really. But I do look at it now as a treat. But we're lovely. And Jay from Crazy Legs on a Bike came in whilst we were there with his lovely wife. Lovely to see you, pal, and very nice to meet your lovely wife. Okay, little bonus story for those of you that are still here. Thank you very much if you are. As promised, earlier on in the video, I said I was going to take you back and tell you a story about that big old chimney behind me. Probably taking you back to about 1994, almost 30 years ago. I'd have been 17, yeah, around about 17, 18. Oh my God, that's scary. What a scary thought. And the things, oh my God, the things that you do as kids and think it's cool, think it's all right. I remember being at the local boozer nightclub with one of my mates. We were kids, couldn't drink, you know what it's like. So we'd have been paralytic, properly hammered, right? Me and one of my oldest mates in the world, Carl. Hiya Carl, if you're watching. In fact, you will be watching, because I'm going to send you a message and tell you to watch it, because I know as this story unfolds, you'll be cringing just as much as I am. In fact, I'm just going to take you there. I'm just going to take you there, and I'll talk to you at the roadside and explain. Oh my God. Right, as you can see in the background, this mill, and more importantly that, I've not actually stood here. I don't think I've stood here since it actually happened. So yeah, 1994-ish, me and my mate Carl walking back from the nightclub, absolutely smashed. It's actually very windy today, so if you can't hear me, I will put on the special voice isolation plug-in now. Right, you might be able to hear me a bit better. So walking back from the nightclub, and there was some work being carried out at the time on this chimney. So you can probably tell where this story is going. There was an old wooden ladder all the way up the side of the chimney, and like some scaffolding around the top. I don't know if they were repointing the brickwork up there or what, I don't know. I can't remember because I was smashed. But anyway, me and my mate Carl, we climbed over here. This is probably 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning maybe. Nightclub kicking out town. Walked across there, across onto the chimney, and proceeded to climb up it. Carl, I know you're cringing as I'm saying this, so, and I'm sure you will jump in the comments below if you feel like you need to reaffirm my story, or it'd be interesting to hear what your version of the story is after all these years, mate. We started climbing up. Now, the thing between Carl and me, we were thick as thieves, we were best mates at school, but Carl was always a bit more daring than me with everything, just how we were. Anyway, I'm in front, I started climbing up the ladder, Carl started climbing up behind me, probably got to about, I don't know, a third of the way up, and I remember Carl saying, "No, let's go back down, mate, this is stupid, let's go back down." I'm like, "Oh, we'll be all right." Carl came back down and stood here, and I carried on by myself to the very top, climbed up. Bear in mind, I was absolutely hammered. Climbed to the very top up there, dangling my legs on the inside of the chimney, and also running round the top of it. And I remember sitting up there, it was a summer's evening, I remember sitting up there with my legs dangling down the inside of the chimney, shouting down, "You can see for miles up here." And Carl's just going, "Rich, get down, get down." I'm like, all right, calm down. And anyway, I probably had what I remember to be 15 minutes up there, just walking around the top of it, before I, navigated my way past that lip and all the way back down this tiny little ladder, all the way off, climbed back across over this railing here, and walked home thinking it was funny. Honestly, how stupid are kids? How stupid are we as children? 17 years old, thinking you're the king of the world. I could have fell inside that chimney and never been found. Because it was, as it still is, I think, disused. I guess the work that was being carried out was just superficial, or just to strengthen it or repoint it, I don't know. But oh my God, how stupid was I? Not until the next morning, I remember driving through the next morning in my car, going to wherever, driving past, and I remember thinking, why is the massive little chimney ringing a bell? Have I had a dream about it or something? And then it's not until I went around the corner, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, I can't believe what I did last night. And I remember it as vivid as anything. Anyway, folks, thank you for sticking around until the end and listening to that crazy, stupid, idiotic story. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to stick those dates in your diary should you want to join us for the big group ride and join us for our Christmas party stroke curry night with just a load of us. Stick it in your diary and we'll hopefully see you then. Be good, be careful, and be kind. Oh, and before I forget, Dad, if you're watching, which you could quite possibly be, that didn't happen at all. I didn't get up to anything like that. No, not at all.